The woman gently scratched her own arm and went to see the king. With just a frown, she could ruin a minister's official career. This was the position Madame du Barry held in the king's heart. An old courtier had offended Madame du Barry just because he had spoken a good word for the Dauphine, Marie. After Marie had openly opposed Madame du Barry had sworn to drive Marie out of the palace of Versailles. Under her instigation, the king actually began to consider whether to replace the Dauphine. After all, since Marie had married into the royal family, she had never consummated the marriage with Louis. In the end, the king asked Louis to decide Marie's fate, whether she would stay or leave. Marie was extremely worried now. She hadn't expected Madame du Barry to take action so quickly. What troubled her even more was that the king had given the power of decision to Louis. You know, since their first meeting, Louis hadn't spoken a word to her. Marie even thought about leaving France, but at this moment, she received a letter from her mother. The letter said that if she failed to complete the task of the marriage alliance, she would be punished as a traitor. The meaning was very clear. If Marie was driven out of France, she would have nowhere to go. There was no other way. Marie hurried to find Louis. She followed Louis all the way to a tall tower, which was Louis's secret garden. Louis placed a pigeon in Marie's hand. This was the first time the two of them had been so close. From then on, Louis paid more attention to Marie. Not only did he not let Marie leave, but he also went a long way to fetch Marie's dog from Austria. Marie felt Louis's affection. With Louis's support, Marie returned to the palace full of confidence. According to the rules, Madame du Barry should curtsy to Marie, but Marie just ignored her and walked past, which was obviously a show of power to intimidate Madame du Barry. The conflict between the two of them escalated completely. Madame du Barry was publicly humiliated, and she definitely wouldn't let it go like this.